So this is the new scale for today. This is the Japanese sounding scale, the Hirajoshi scale. This is a pretty cool pentatonic scale. If you've ever listened to Marty Friedman, you're going to hear this scale and his playing a lot. He's a huge purveyor of this particular scale. Another example that comes to mind real quick is the quick runs in Just Let Me Breathe between when the keyboard and guitar player run up. They do it in like an E minor type thing on a 7-string guitar, run across a mode of this scale. A really cool sounding idea. What it is it's taking a major scale in this case, or a minor scale, major scale, and eliminating the second and the fifth. Now, if it's a minor scale, you're looking at it that way, you eliminate the fourth and the seventh, okay? But we'll go back to our F major scale, F, G, A, B flat, C, D, and E, and we'll cut out the G's and the C's. And if you remember our original Ionian mode, it looked like this. Okay, kind of a sweeping motion across the strings. When I play this particular scale, I use that sometimes when I'm trying to improvise and move between modes, but as a basic form, I kind of keep it like pentatonic boxes, like our old school, everyone learns at A, E minor type pentatonic things. So I kind of go straight like this. So the moves end up a little different. But right away, our Ionian mode is going to look like this, okay? We're going to do the first and fifth frets of the E string, the first and fifth frets of the A string, the second and third of the D, the second and third of the G, the third and fifth. I roll my finger at the third fret there to the B string third fret, and then fifth fret of the B. This accommodates my box shape and puts me back at the first fret and the fifth fret on the high E string. Altogether, it looks like this. Now, one thing I found while messing with this years ago was that it sounded really cool if you just dropped it and finished it on the E. So it would be like this. And then you get a really Japanese sounding kind of flavor to it, you know. It's like adding a little soy sauce to your playing, so to speak, right? Now, one thing that's cool about this particular scale, we're changing the second and the fifth. And if you remember our harmonic minor, our Neapolitan minor, and Hungarian minor scales, those are notes we change. Like in the Neapolitan minor, in this mode, we changed the G to G sharp. In harmonic minor, we changed the C to C sharp. In Hungarian minor, you alter both. So when you play the Japanese scale, you're open to using any of those modes, plus your original major scale, with them, and you can really change things up a lot. Think of just different ideas, like you're jamming along and you want to grab the G, you can. There I grabbed both the C and G, you know, right up here, and it still sounded fine. What if I did like a harmonic minor and added the C sharp instead? Still sounds good, you know. Put the G sharp in it. Still sounds awesome, you know. So all those things are going to work, and you can kind of meander through different like kind of tonal moods and modes that way by just adding and subtracting notes, you know, going back to the major scale or going into the Hungarian harmonic or Neapolitan minor scales. It's real simple. It takes a little, you'll develop your own way of doing that. One way that I do it is I'll be up there playing the mode, you know, and I'll actually slide to the F like I typically would in the original diatonic shape, and then that opens me up to playing whatever I want on the E string or higher on the B string too, or, you know, kind of going back into another mode. playing the G and playing the G sharp. You know, why not? Because you can. No one's going to tell you you can't. If it sounds like crap and you don't like it, don't do it again, right? So that's the Japanese pentatonic scale. That's our first mode. I've got a number of videos for each one, so there'll be a total of 5 videos to cover this particular mode, particular scale, one for each mode. I hope you enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. I really dig the way it sounds. It kind of makes you play a little differently when you do it. So think about that. And another note, pentatonic scales, any 5-note group where they don't repeat is a pentatonic scale, technically. Okay? So you can come up with about 120 combinations of your own pentatonic ideas. A lot of them have been used, a lot of them have been discovered, but if you go through on your own and do your own variations, you'll start to use them and come up with some really cool ideas. I've got a couple that I came up with that I thought sounded really sick. Obviously, other people have done them. A friend of mine, Mark Aiken, who did the music for Dragon Ball Z, incredible guitar player. He had one called the Harmonic Pentatonic, which was really sweet. You should check out Mark's playing if you haven't. He's a killer guitarist too. But that's it for now. Come back later, and I've got some more of these modes to go for you. So I hope you enjoy them. Share these videos if you can. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks a lot.